Ella, a girl with eyes as bright as river stones and hair the color of autumn leaves, loved the forest more than anything. Every morning, she'd tiptoe out of her little log cabin, past the sleepy chickens, and into the big green world that hummed with life. Asterisk, chirp, chirp, chirp. Asterisk, went the robins, welcoming the sun. Asterisk, rustle, rustle, rustle. Asterisk, whispered the leaves as a gentle breeze danced through the oak trees. One sunny afternoon, Ella followed a path she'd never seen before. It twisted and turned like a long brown ribbon, deeper and deeper into the woods. She saw squirrels chasing each other up pine trees and heard the distant asterisk, tap-tap asterisk of a woodpecker. The air smelled sweet, like damp earth and wildflowers. Suddenly, she came to a fork in the path. One way led toward a sparkling river, and the other climbed a steep, rocky hill. Which way should she go? A little flutter of worry tickled her tummy. What if she got lost? Just then, her friend Ben came whistling down the river path, a fishing pole slung over his shoulder. "Ella, what are you doing way out here?" he asked, his eyes wide. "I don't know which way to go," Ella confessed, pointing at the two paths. "The river looks fun, but I've always wanted to see what's at the top of that hill." Ben shrugged. "The river is easy. We know the river. That hill looks hard. What if you can't make it to the top?" Ella looked at the hill. It did look tall. Her legs felt a little wobbly just thinking about it. She thought about turning back, about following Ben to the familiar, splashing river, but something inside her, a quiet little voice, whispered, asterisk, "Go on, you can do it." Asterisk, she took a deep breath, the scent of pine filling her lungs. I think I want to try the hill," she said, surprising even herself. Ben looked at her, then smiled. "All right then. Be careful," he called as he headed toward the water. The climb was harder than Ella had imagined. Twigs snagged at her dress, and loose pebbles skittered under her feet. Asterisk, scrabble, scrabble, slip. Asterisk, her heart beat fast, like a drum. Asterisk, thump thump. Asterisk, she felt that little flutter of worry again. Maybe Ben was right, she mumbled, looking back down the steep path. It seemed so far to the bottom. Was it too late to turn back? The world around her seemed to hold its breath. Just as she was about to give up, she saw a magnificent deer standing gracefully on a ledge just ahead. It had large, gentle brown eyes, and a coat the color of warm honey. The deer looked at her, not with fear, but with a calm, knowing gaze. It took a confident step up the rocky path, then another, moving with an easy strength. It was as if the deer was showing her how. It wasn't rushing, it was just climbing. Inspired, Ella took another step, and another. She stopped thinking about how far she had to go, and just focused on the spot right in front of her. Asterisk, step, breathe, step, breathe. Asterisk, the world narrowed to just the feel of the solid rock under her hands and the dirt beneath her boots. She wasn't scared anymore. She felt strong. Finally, with one last push, she pulled herself onto the flat, grassy top of the hill. She had made it. The view was breathtaking. Below her, the forest spread out like a giant green blanket, stitched with the silver thread of the river. She could see her tiny log cabin and the winding paths she had walked. Everything looked so different from up here. A powerful feeling washed over her, warm and bright, like the sun on her face. It wasn't just the view that was amazing. It was the feeling of knowing she had done it all by herself. High above, a wise eagle circled in the wide blue sky. It let out a clear, piercing cry that seemed to echo across the valley. It felt like the eagle was cheering for her. Ella smiled. She understood something important then. The scary things, like the long path behind her, and the unknown things, like the vast world in front of her, weren't nearly as important as the brave, strong feeling she had found right inside her own heart. That strength had been there all along, just waiting for her to use it. The sun began to dip lower, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink. It was time to go home. The walk down was much easier. She moved with a new confidence, her steps sure and light. When she reached the bottom, the forest seemed to welcome her back. It sounds like a familiar, friendly song. She learned a wonderful lesson that day. Sometimes, the biggest adventures aren't about discovering new places, but about discovering the strength you already have inside you. The power to climb any hill or face any challenge is already there, deep within your heart, just waiting for you to believe in it. Thank you so much for joining Ella on her adventure today. If you enjoyed our story and want to discover more tales of courage and wonder, Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We have so many more stories to share with you. See you next time.